What's up, traders? Going 8 for 8 today. Let's get to it. All right, traders, as always, don't forget about the live trades over on Twitch. I'm live there every single morning. And if you want to watch these trades that I make on the stream, again, live, feel free to head over to the highlights section on Twitch and find them over there. MYSZ, nothing too special about this one, just a nice little run at the bell up through that $half area, up to 170, back down. Was really looking for this to get back down to 150, but it just kept getting bought up before it even retested it. So we ended up taking it off, and then it put us, out of our misery by saying, hey, all you had to do was hold a little bit longer. So a little bit frustrating on that one. PED was our next trade. This one was pretty easy trade as well. Nice little pop. Just waited for the I was actually waiting for $2. I remember waiting. I was like, I wanted $2 on this one, but pretty obvious that it didn't want to go any higher. Ended up hitting this one on the way down into the flush, got it right as it tried to bounce, and ultimately it ended up failing. But again, you guys hear me say it all the time, intense move into the pullback. That's all we're looking for. What it does after that, we don't give a rat's ass. MVIS, this one is another one that we were hoping to get a little bit more out of. You can see yesterday's high right there at 910. Nice little move up through there. Was hoping it would make a run up towards the $half. Pretty much could tell that it didn't want to. Started the position, decided to try to go a little bit higher. Got a nice little ad once we realized that we were finally topping, and took it into the wash. Was hoping it would fall over to that 910 area again, but as you can see, it started to get bought up. So we took the other little bit off at break even. LIDR. This was the trade of the day. Highly recommend going back to watch this one. I felt like I absolutely owned this trade, and yeah, anyways, let's just get into it. Nice little key area here at $7. We broke through that, and it was, as you can see, it was really close to a halt. We got to 750, and it didn't want to go through 750. I think it actually went through 750 a little bit, and it kept getting denied. It kept trying, kept getting denied. So we jumped in at 744. And right after we got in, shoots up through 750 and halts at 773. So at this point, I'm like a little frustrated. I was going to get in even at the halt price if that's what we got in at. So it wasn't that big of a deal. Obviously 30 cents is 30 cents, but when it pops out of the halt, we actually had an order at 846, I want to say it was, and we ended up moving it up through 850 to like 860 something. And right as I did that, it goes to like 852, or maybe it was just 859, and then just dies all the way back down to 8 and goes back through. And I was just so frustrated because it would have been really, like, we would have at least got out most of our position looking for it to fall over, and we still would have ended up doing what we did, but we would have already had some take profit. But unfortunately, we didn't get that. And then it did end up popping back up, and we ended up getting filled at 841. Which was annoying because that's where we would have been filled the first time anyways. But it ends up that we did not end up getting a pullback back down to that sub 8 area after that. We ended up going up a little bit more. So we actually ended up 1, 1, and then 2. So 50, 50, 100. And then we get the pullback, which was right about our average. I don't know what our average was at this point, but I know we took some off right below it just to minimize risk. Then it jumps back up, tries 9. We actually add all of those shares back, and then we start to scale out. We took some off around break even, and then we took some more off, and then we just kept scaling out, and ended up being an absolutely beautiful trade. I managed it very well, considering getting in a little bit early and then missing our first ad. Was just very happy with how we traded this thing, and the P&L obviously reflects that. On to our next trade. I believe that might have been the last trade we got on stream. I don't remember, but BIMI, B-I-M-I, was our next trade that we ended up getting. The rest of these were pretty small because I wasn't really, in the afternoon, not really looking to get too involved. But yeah, this was just the dollar pop, looking for the dollar retest. So went through $1, looking for the retest. We ended up getting it, and that was what we took. And as you can see, this thing's been kind of all over since then. CLXT was the next one. This one was okay. Got up to that 350 area, was struggling, and then all of a sudden it took off, played the pop. What was the high here? 384. We got filled at 380 and just took it into the wash. I'm sure it tried to stop there, which is probably why we took it off. But then I think we had an order out. I'm not sure. But it ended up flushing a little bit more than that. So a little unfortunate we didn't get the full flush there, but not upset because we got some of it. CJJD was the next one. And this one was frustrating. I do remember this one. This one I actually really liked, and I was really hoping it would go up through $1. But we had this nice little resistance area here that we went through, and I was really looking for it to come back down and retest that, but it just kept inching its way higher and higher and higher. And then so I put an order at 99 cents, and then I had another order up over one for the 112, and it got to, I think, what, 98.25. So it missed our order by 0.075 of a penny. And so we didn't get the ad. So when it came back down, it started to bounce right basically at our break even. And so we took it off. And then, of course, right after we got out, flushes did come all the way back up to our average again, and then just kind of worked its way down. So this was a frustrating one. Could have been a decent amount if we would have got the ad, or even just kind of held on and looked for the flush. But and then our last trade was on GLG, which I believe was a top tick. Yep. So this one was a pretty good one. Another penny stock, but previous resistance down here, previous resistance here, and then we got a nice little push up through. Just reading the price action. 878 was our, or 870. That's not right. 78 cents was the high. 77 cents is where we got. So we hit the bid at the high of day. And again, got in on the flush, or got out on the flush, and then what it does after that, we don't really care. So ended up with $93.04, $7-ish away from our goal. Not going to be upset about it. Went really small in the afternoon, had the really good trade on LIDR, and just going to be happy with it. Let's see, what do we got? SXTC moving right now. Yeah, would like a lot more out of that, maybe up through 150. But maybe we'll still get a trade after I post not post this video, but I'm done recording this video. And if I do, check Twitter for that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Always appreciate the support. Find me in Discord, find me on Twitter, all that good stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.